doom. You're struck down, was your doom. Are you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? Are you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? Are you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Smooth Criminal here, bringing you another episode of my Castle Clash gameplay series. Today, the episode is going to be all about the new Storm Mesa dungeons that just came out in the last patch for the iOS server. They've been out for quite a while for the Android server, but they just came out on the iOS a couple weeks ago, and I'm decided to bring you guys some new content. Now, the purpose of this video is to give you guys a little bit of recommendations on team setups, as well as explain the differences in rewards from Storm Mesa 2 dungeon and Storm Mesa 3 dungeon, and explain how Storm Mesa 2 dungeon is better, in my opinion, and a lot of other players' opinions as well. So first we'll get into recommended team setups for Storm Mesa 1 through 4. For Storm Mesa 1, you're going to want to have at least a Pumpkin Duke and a Cupid. It's not really mandatory that you have more than one of those each, and you're also going to want to have a good debuffer. So whenever I say a debuffer, I mean any hero that could either A, reduce the boss's attack speed, or B, reduce the boss's damage output. Now, the heroes that can reduce attack speed are Frost Witch and Voltanica. Frost Witch is an ordinary hero, but is able to stack its skill because it has no internal cooldown, and Voltanica is a very overpowered legendary hero, but is not able to stack due to his 7-second cooldown. So for the damage reduction debuff, you have 3 heroes to choose from. You could either go with a Shaman, a Succubus, or a Voltanica. Now, as previously stated, the Voltanica cannot stack its skill. It's a very good skill to have. It reduces attack speed and reduces damage output of the boss, but it also has a 7-second cooldown, so it's unable to stack. Now, Shaman and Succubus's skill is able to stack, so they would be the better choice in this scenario. Now, let's get back on track to the hero lineups for Storm Mesa 1 through 4. For Storm Mesa 1, you're going to want to have at least 1 Pumpkin Duke, 1 Cupid, 3 Druids, a debuffer, and the rest DPS. It's recommended to have more than 1 debuffer, but if you don't have a high enough skill level, or no one else on your team has a high enough skill level on their debuff heroes, then 1 should work for Storm Mesa 1. Now, for Storm Mesa 2, you're going to want to have 3 Pumpkin Dukes, 3 Cupids, 4 Druids, 1 debuffer, and the rest DPS. It's recommended also to have a Minotaur or a Reaper in there to help clear out those trash mobs around the boss before you actually converge on the boss. Now, for Storm Mesa 3 and 4, you're going to pretty much have the same exact team as Storm Mesa 2, but you're going to want to throw in another debuffer in there. Now, these recommended team setups should work as long as you have the skill levels and the hero levels to go along with each individual team setup. Now, we're going to go ahead and move on to the second portion of this video. I'm pretty much going to explain why Storm Mesa 2 rewards are better than Storm Mesa 3 rewards that drop in the chests that you get after completing each Storm Mesa dungeon. Now, the rewards you get for completing a Storm Mesa 2 are slime essences for hero skill level, and the rewards you get from Storm Mesa 3 are shards. Now, at first glance, you think to yourself, wow, Storm Mesa 3 drops shards, and Storm Mesa 2, which is the lesser dungeon, the easier dungeon, drops slime essences. So you would think that the slime essences dropped in Storm Mesa 2 will be less than the the amount you can buy with the shards you get from Storm Mesa 3. Now, for some reason, this is quite the opposite. For some reason, IGG decided to give better rewards in Storm Mesa 2 through slime essences than you would be able to use to purchase with the shards you get from Storm Mesa 3 rewards. Now, I'm not sure why IGG decided to implement this into the game, but after compiling all the rewards in data after quite a few Storm Mesa 2s and quite a few Storm Mesa 3s, we definitely came to the conclusion that the amount of slime essences for hero skill and for hero skill only, you actually get more out of Storm Mesa 2 than you would if you were just getting shards out of Storm Mesa 3. Now, on the flip side to all this, if you're just the type of player that wants to farm shards and have and accumulate a large number of shards, maybe for a hero you're trying to farm, or just if you're trying to dump them into your guild, then Storm Mesa 3 is definitely the choice for you. Now, if you are trying to increase your hero skill levels, then I would definitely recommend you just farm Storm Mesa 2. Now, on the other hand, Storm Mesa 4, it offers completely different rewards. It actually offers honor badges, and if you're an endgame player, then honor badges come easy to you, and it's not a necessity as much as shards and hero skill experiences. So, in my opinion, Storm Mesa 4 is just for fun. But if you're the type of player that definitely wants to increase your hero skill level, then I would definitely recommend going with Storm Mesa 2. You'll get more out of it. It's a lot easier. They last half the time, and it'll be more beneficial to your individual heroes. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to check out my Cupid account giveaway that I'm doing once I hit 200 subscribers. So be sure to tell your friends, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.